Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. Before we begin our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves as the members of this group for the subject JIE32003 Digital Entrepreneurship 2. Online business and e-commerce platforms are become more popular because they provide convocation for pursuit. Platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, and TikTok Shop use customer review to help buyers make discretion and building trust. However, fake review has become a serious issue because they can mislead customers, create unfair competition, and diminish the reputation for online marketplace. Therefore, this report does discuss and cause and effect for fake review and suggest practical solution to reduce this problem and improve customer trust in online shopping.
Hello, my name is SYAZA. Now I will explain the first part of our problem identification, which is a clear explanation of the selected problem. The problem we have chosen is called shopping cart abandonment or SCA. So what is shopping cart abandonment? Simply put, SCA happens when a customer visits an online store, select products, add them to their shopping cart, but then leave the website or mobile app without completing the purchase. According to AISH in 2024 and all encourages in 2022, this is a very common issue in e-commerce. Now, let me give you some context about the e-commerce market. According to Lilavati in 2025, global digital sales are forecast to reach over $6.86 trillion. That is an enormous market. However, despite this huge growth, e-commerce platforms still face a major operational leakage, and that leakage is shopping cart abandonment. Let me show you the numbers. Based on the Payment Institute in 2025, as cited by Hadar in 2021, and also supported by Lilavati in 2025, the worldwide shopping cart abandonment rate is persistently above 70%. But here is where it gets even more serious. When we look specifically at mobile e-commerce, many people shopping on their smartphones, the abandonment rate jumps to more than 85%. This is accordingly to Lilavati in 2024, 2025 and and colleges in 2022. So what does this mean in simple terms? It means that for every 10 customer who intend to make a purchase, less than 3 actually complete their transaction. In other words, more than 7 out of 10 potential sales are lost before checkout. To conclude this, shopping cart abandonment is not a small issue. It is a critical operational challenge affecting e-commerce platforms globally, and it is especially severe on mobile devices where more than 85% of carts are abandoned. Now, let me explain who is affected by high cart abandonment rates. The negative impact of this program do not only hurt one group, in fact, they extend across four major segments within the e-commerce ecosystem. First, e-commerce business and online retailers. Digital merchants bear the direct financial brunt of SEA. According to Lurasofa in 2026, retailers spend large amounts of money on digital marketing, SEO, and social media advertising to attract customers. But when a cart is abandoned, that customer acquisition cost become a sunk cost. In simple terms, the money is spent with no return, and this severely erode the profit margins. Second, small and medium enterprise or SMEs. Unlike massive digital marketplaces like Amazon or Shopee, which have large engineering budget, small business platforms are highly vulnerable to SEE. SMEs often lack technical talent and professional UX testing. As a result, their unoptimized checkup paths lead to even higher abandonment rates. For early stage digital startups, this become problem can actually threaten their survival. Third, operational and inventory managers. This is an often overlooked group. According to Ong and colleges in 2022, high abandonment rates create operational planning distortions. When add items to their carts, many platforms reserve those products for a specific time frame. This artificial holding pattern lock up inventory. As a result, actual paying customers cannot purchase those items, and inventory data becomes inaccurate. Finally, the consumers. The users themselves face a degraded processing experience, according to Aish in 2024 and Ong and Colleges in 2022. When consumers are forced in complex registration forms, unexpected costs, or restrictive interfaces, they experience cognitive fatigue and emotional ambivalence. Ultimately, this frustration prompts them to abandon the platform entirely. In summary, high cut environment create a loss situation for everyone. Business lost revenue, SMEs struggle to survive, inventory system breakdown, and consumer walks away unhappy. Now, for this slide, let me explain why solving this problem is so important. Resolving shopping cart abandonment is not just a nice to have. It is vital for modern e-commerce survival because it directly influences three things: financial stability, marketing efficiency, and user experience design. First, let's look at the economic impact. According to Ong and colleges in 2022, shopping cart abandonment result in an estimated financial loss of nearly $18 billion annually for online companies worldwide. To make matters worse, we are now in an environment characterized by macroeconomic volatility and rising inflation. According to Quant in 2026, modern consumers have become more discerning when it becomes online purchasing decisions. They think twice before clicking buy. These retail organizations simply cannot afford to lose potentially valuable customers at such a crucial moment in the buying process, especially due to technical or other issues that could be easily fixed. Second, let's consider marketing efficiency. Every dollar spent on digital marketing to attract a customer is waste when the customer abandons their cart. By reducing SEA, companies can maximize their return on investment without spending additional money on advertising. Every recovered cart is pure profit recovery. Third, and very importantly, examining SEA leads to essential UI or UX design revelations. Studies indicate that a considerable amount of cart abandonment occurs due to fixable friction points. These include delivery charge priced at the glass step, too many complicated checkout steps, lack of digital wallet options, worry over cybersecurity during transactions. The good news is by addressing this friction point, companies can ensure their websites become efficient at converting sales. They can maximize their ROI, and most importantly, they can develop digital framework that instill confidence in customer. Thank you.
My name is NURHANISAH binti Muhammad TAMEZI. Now I will explain on the main cause of fake reviews in e-commerce platform. Firstly, technology factor. Weak AI detection system and the use of ultimate bots make fake reviews difficult to detect and remove. As a result, many fake reviews can remain on the platform without being identified. Secondly, business factor. Due to the intense competition among sellers, some businesses use fake reviews to improve their rating and attract more customers and increase sales. Thirdly, consumer factor. Many consumers rely heavily on online rating and review when making purchasing decisions. This makes them more likely to be influenced by misleading or fake information. Fourth, platform management factor. Poor monitoring system and weak enforcement policies allow fake reviews to stay on e-commerce platform for a long period, reducing the reliability of review system. Fifth, external service factor. Some third-party service offer fake review package, where seller can pay for artificial rating and positive comment to improve their product reputation. Finally, regulatory factor. Weak regulation and limited penalties make it easier for individuals and business to continue engaging in fake reviews activity without facing serious consequences. In conclusion, fake reviews are caused by a combination of technology, business, consumer platform management, external service, and regulatory factors, which together affect the trustworthiness of e-commerce platform. Next, I will explain on the impact of fake reviews on consumer and businesses. Starting with consumer, fake reviews can mislead consumer into purchasing low quality or unsuitable product. Since many consumers rely heavily on rating and online reviews when making purchasing decisions, they may trust information that is inaccurate or manipulated. As a result, consumers may experience dissatisfaction, financial loss, and unmet expectation when the product does not match what was promised in the review. Fake review can also reduce the trust in e-commerce platform and create confusion, especially when consumer needs to return product or request refund. Moving on to businesses, fake review create unfair competition in online marketplace. Sellers who use fake review can gain higher rating and attract more consumer through dishonest practice. This negatively affect honest business as they may lose sale and market opportunities despite offering better product or service. In addition, fake reviews can damage the credibility of the platform and reduce customer loyalty over time. Furthermore, e-commerce platforms and businesses must spend additional resources on review monitoring, verification process, and customer support to handle complaints and dispute caused by fake reviews. In conclusion, fake reviews have significant negative impact on both consumer and businesses, affecting trust, fairness, and the overall quality of the e-commerce environment.
Next, I will continue the presentation. I will explain the proposed solution to address the issue of fake review in e-commerce platform. As discussed in the problem analysis, fake review have become a serious issue because they mislead consumer, create unfair competition among sellers, and reduce trust in online marketplace. To overcome this problem, we propose a AI-powered review verification system. This system is ensure reviews are authentic, transparent, and reliable. The main objective of this solution is to detect fake review because they influence purchasing decisions, improve consumer trust, and create a fair environment for buyers and sellers to enhance user experience. Next, I will explain how the proposed system works. The first component is verified purchase authentication. Only customers who have successful purchase and received a product are allowed to submit review. This ensures that review come from a genuine customer experience. The second component is AI-based review detection. The AI system analyzes review content and user behavior to identify suspicious activities such as a duplicate review, both generate comment or unanswered review pattern. Review that appear suspicious will be flagged for further investigation before publication. The third component is community report system, where user can report the review appear misleading or suspicious. This encourages active customer participation in maintaining review quality. Finally, the system includes seller reputation monitoring. Sellers are evaluated based on review authenticity, customer complaint, and policy complaints. Sellers who repeatedly manipulate review may be face penalties such as a reduced visibility or account suspension. Finally, the first component is review published with trust score. Review that successful pass with the verification process will be published together with a trust score. These features allow customers to evaluate the credibility of review more easily and help they make informed purchasing decisions. Next, I will continue with the technology and system used to support the implementation of this solution. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are used to detect suspicious review patterns and continuously improve detection accuracy over time. Next is natural language processing or NLP. Analyze review content and identify unusual language pattern that may indicate fake review. Meanwhile, the fraud detection system help identify fake account, bot, and abnormal user behavior. In addition, the customer database system verify purchase history before a review can be submitted, while the cloud database securely store review data, transaction record, and user information together. This technology creates a smart, secure, and scalable review verification system. Together, this technology creates a smart, secure, and scalable review verification system that can effectively reduce fraudulent review activity on e-commerce platform. Lastly, I will explain the benefit, market design, and minimum viable product, which is MVP. The proposed system offers several important benefits. First, it increases consumer trust because customer can rely on authentic review when making purchasing decision. Second, it promotes for competition among sellers by preventing dishonest seller from manipulated rating. It also improves platform reputation. It enhances better customer experience and reduce operational risk through automation. For the mocha design, this includes four main features, which is verification purchase page, a trust score indicator, an AI verification status, and a community reporting functions. These features help customers distinguish between genuine and suspicious review more easily. For implementation, we propose a minimum viable product or MVP approach. Phase 1 focus on verification and reporting features. Phase 2 introduce AI review, screening, and seller reputation scoring. Finally, phase 3 include advanced information features such as machine learning detection, real-time fraud monitoring, and automated seller penalties. This phased approach helps reduce development costs and risk while continuously improving system performance. Next, I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
In conclusion, fake reviews are a major problem in online business because they are misleading consumer, harm honest seller, and reduce trust in online marketplace. This issue is caused by weak monitoring system, increased computation, and poor regulation. To solving this problem, stronger AI detection, strict rules, and better consumer always are needed. Through this project, we improved our problem-solving, teamwork, and critical thinking skill while learning the important for ethical business practice in digital entrepreneurship.